The nice smell and taste of an aged wine. But do you know how to age wine? Do you know which wines you can and can't age?
Well, in today's video, we're going to teach you everything you need to know about aging a wine.
Coming up.
So in today's video, you will learn which wines to age and which wines to not age, why temperature, humidity, and bottle position matter, and the best places to age a bottle of wine.
So let's get into it. So first, most wines are made for you to drink while they are young. That means within the first year of purchasing a bottle of wine. Only specific wine can be aged. This typically includes wines with higher tannin levels, higher acidity, and wines that taste dry overall.
Some of our recommendations on red wine varietals to age include Nebbiolo, Barolo, Cabernet Sauvignon like a Bordeaux, and Pinot Noir like a Burgundy.
White wine varietals to age include Chardonnay and White Rioja. And remember, you want to consider the characteristics of a wine and the winemaker prior to deciding to age a wine. And again, most wines are not meant to be aged.
But wait, before we move on to the most important things to remember, consider subscribing. We post weekly content on wine tips and tricks for any level of wino to enjoy the world of wine. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload new content. When you do decide to age a wine, the most important things to remember are temperature. You want to keep the temperature cool, but not too cool. You want the temperatures between 55 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And you want to keep the temperature the same the whole time. The more consistent you keep the temperature, the better a wine will age. For example, have you ever heard of a beer becoming skunky when you allow a cold beer to become warm? Similarly, with wine, you want to make sure it stays at a consistent temperature while aging so it doesn't affect the wine's flavor.
Humidity is another thing that you really want to consider when aging a wine. You want to keep the room humid where you decide to store the wine. And you want to keep it somewhere between 50 to 80% humidity. This helps to prevent a cork in the wine bottle from drying out. And it also helps with preserving the label on the wine bottle. Aside from being too cold, you don't want to store wine in a normal refrigerator. This is because it's not humid enough, so the cork can dry out. This can cause air to leak into the bottle and make the wine go bad. If you want to learn more about how to detect wine faults, check out our previous video up above.
The last thing to know when aging a wine is that you want to store the wine on its side in a dark place. You want to store the wine bottle on its side. This keeps the wine in contact with the cork, which again prevents the cork from drying out. This is only important if the wine has a natural cork. So if the wine bottle has a twist-off cap or a synthetic cork, you don't need to lay the bottle on its side. You also want to store the wine in a dark place. Direct sunlight will damage the wine, and this is often why wine bottles have dark-colored glass to prevent sun or light from damaging the wine.
So now let's just briefly go over the best places to store your wine. So first, you can store your wine in a wine cellar, a basement, a dark, cool closet, or a wine fridge. These storage areas are typically cool, humid, dark, and make for ideal places to store your wine. So again, remember, only some wine can be aged. Temperature, humidity, and bottle position are important to aging a wine properly, and you want to choose the place that you store your wine carefully.
And that's everything you need to know as quick tips for storing and aging your wine. Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you like what you see. We'll see you in our next video. Cheers.